Greetings, Group 1. It is I, Queen J Lotus, Pimp Sun Kids, coming at y'all right quick, right fast, certainly, for y'all's root chakra reading concerning how is y'all's relationship with your root chakra impacting your frequency of receiving. Now, if you need a little bit more background information on the root chakra and what I'm meaning about the frequency of receiving and the relationship of it all, please make sure that you are caught up on the playlist. I will be leaving the link to the root chakra pick a card, this particular root chakra pick a card playlist in the comment section and description box of all the videos so that you can easily access all of the root chakra pick a card videos, and specifically the intro to this whole series will contain, a little bit of background information on the root chakra, what I mean about the frequency of receiving, what I mean about, the relationship of it all, the impacts, all of that good stuff, as well as a couple of intro cards and just a few little extra things. And those things would also help you to choose your group and or choose your card as well. So if you haven't touched up on the intro video, be sure to do so. Howsoever, you can still take in the messages and resonate and all of that, whether you do or not. So if you just popped up on this video, nothing's a coincidence. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the specificities of these cards. Real quick though, before we do, I also want to specify that you can choose more than one group. If you feel called to choose more than one group, definitely do so. And like I said, the link to the playlist will be in the description box in the comment section so that you can access all of the videos easily. Now, I ain't gonna waste no more time. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the specificities of y'all cards. All right, Group 1. So, how's y'all's relationship with y'all root chakra impacting your frequency of receiving? So, y'all have started off with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ooh, it's giving party pooper energy. So, the Ten of Cups in general gives like an overflow of blessings coming in, an overflow of opportunities more so, like not just blessings. So, that we don't get it confused with the Ace of Cups, right? Because the Ace of Cups gives your cup runneth over with just, loads and loads of gifts and blessings and can include opportunities and all of the things of that nature. But the Ten of Cups means more of a community type thing. You're feeling whole and communal on the inside with all your different identities and dimensions and all of that, and it is reflected on the outside in a celebratory sense, a loving sense, people coming being, very generous to you, giving you opportunities for you to fish, if you will. They may not come with the fish, but they may opportunities for you to learn how to fish or for you to gain new equipment to fish, So just to kind of give like a little touch up on what the Ten of Cups entails. So being the fact that the Ten of Cups has showed up in reverse here, y'all's relationship with y'all's root chakra is impacting y'all's frequency of receiving in a way where y'all seem to be blocked when it comes to receiving good opportunities, community, soul, family, village type of community that is willing and able to come in and genuinely, generously give to you. And the thing about that, it seems like y'all may be needing to shed financial abuse residuals. Like y'all have probably been normalized to financial abuse in a way, and this may also influence you all to be resistant to receiving assistance or receiving support, receiving people giving you things or being given things in general, because you may feel like you're gonna end up being prostituted in return one way or another, or they're going to expect something from you in return. And it's not that you don't want to give or be reciprocal, but you don't want to feel like you're being pimped out, and that's totally understandable. So this is coming through to say that basically y'all are needing to not only heal, but it's given that y'all are needing to address some snakes in the grass. Y'all have likely been very normalized to being surrounded by people who are wolves in sheep's clothing, who are shit with sugar on top. And it's like they come as if they are willing and able to be generous to you, and they want to help and all of this. They invite themselves to do good deeds for you, and then it's like on the back end you got to deal with some bullshit. On the back end they want you to accept them talking to you crazy. On the back end they now want to pull you into some crazy type of favor that they know good and well is totally outside of your values and what you're trying to do with your life. Honey. So let's go ahead and hop on over to the other card. As we segue, I'm going to address the coloration of the Ten of Cups card, which is an abundance of blue, which intensifies the message behind addressing the snakes in the grass, because y'all are needing to really give yourselves permission to be more honest in general about your feelings, but also about how you feel about the people that are surrounding you, because it seems as though a lot of you are not giving yourselves permission to call people out. Y'all feel like, so it's like, for instance, let's say you got a friend that is stupid. Like, just straight up, they are dumb, and they are willfully dumb. They know better, and they just consistently don't do better. But they constantly come looking for advice, venting, all of this and that and the third, wanting you to give your thoughts and opinions on it. But then the end all be all is they continue to do the same shit over and over and over again. If not, find moments to make you an enemy for giving your thoughts and opinions that they ask for, that they open themselves up for, whether they ask or not, by constantly coming and venting about the same stupid shit over and over again. But y'all would probably function with this person like, well, this my friend, I'm giving them grace. It's my duty to listen to them and, ride the wave with them whenever, what have you, and da da da. And, or, well, we friends. She's been there for me when I did this and that, and they came through for me when I had this situation and da da da. And that's great. But also, you got to be honest. Like, that's just like the top and bottom line of it. You have to be honest, or your frequency of honesty being distorted, and or you operating and functioning on a frequency of dishonesty can take you off of your path, therefore keep you from being able to protect yourself properly, and therefore keep you from being able to be protected properly. And so it's given that, like, your relationships can end up becoming a whole lot. Like, the story of y'all's relationship can end up becoming a whole lot because you're functioning on a frequency of dishonesty by not being honest about the fact that you really think that they are stupid. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut them off or anything of that nature, but you do need to be honest that if you think they're stupid, you need to be honest about that. You need to be honest about that when you speak about them to yourself, when you speak about them to themselves. It doesn't mean that you have to go on the mountains and yell, they're a dumbass bitch, they're a dumbass bitch. No. And you don't even have to straight up call them stupid, but you do need to be honest and say, hey, I honestly just think that you willfully don't make the right decisions, and I still fool with you. I still think that you're a cool person, but if I'm being honest, I think that you just really committed to making unsmart decisions. And how they respond to that is however they respond to that. But you don't know the true quality of the relationship if you don't ever challenge it. That being said, perfectly segueing to the next card from the Santa Muerte Oracle deck. And I'm going to start off with that one by reading a bit from the text, okay? And that is the Chaos card. It is the number 3 card in this deck, and the angel number 3 resonates with divine purpose, divine creation, and like family unit type shit in a divine sense, a soul family sense. And so, like I said, this is the card of Chaos, and I'm going to read some from the book, okay? Chaos. This card represents the shapeless primordial soup, the alchemist receptacle. Hence, I just said angel number 3 is a number of creation, a number of divine creation. I don't know if I said that just then, but I might have said it in my head and not said it out loud. But the number 3 is a number of divine creation in the manner of which I was explaining about, like, soul family. Hence, for example, mother, father creates the child. 3. So, okay. Anyway. The alchemist receptacle. The palette held by the artist before he starts painting, as shown in the art card. We ain't talking about that one today. Technical ability and knowledge are ready and abundant, but the final execution and the right route are needed to avoid dispersion. I'm going to hop to the advice from the dead as labeled in the book. It is time for action. Analyze and choose all the opportunities available to you quickly without fear of cutting something out. Now, that resonates very finely with what I was just saying about being honest with these people or whoever about how you feel about them and what you think about them without worrying about how they're going to respond to it, because you need to get a better value of quality over quantity, because especially as it concerns the root chakra, if you're actively valuing quantity more, that puts you on a superficial frequency, which keeps you attracting hollow blessings. So you attract a bunch of stuff, but not necessarily the substance, the fulfillment, the satisfaction to come along with it. And or you may attract a lot of beautiful people who have beautiful things, beautiful homes, money, jewelry, all of that, but they are miserable on the inside. It's all hollow. They don't have no, like, relationships of substance. They may have a lot of people that they've known for a long time, but the quality of those relationships are shitty. So that's definitely something to think about and meditate on. And like with this Chaos card as well, understanding that there is a time and a place for chaos, particularly when it comes to trying to create in good faith, as well as when it comes to trying to establish peace. Sometimes, in order to get a sense of peace, you have to evoke chaos so that you can clear out all of the other shit, and or so that all of the other shit can clear itself out. Okay. So with that being said, I'm looking down a bit because I pulled some elaboration cards. I ain't letting y'all see them, but they for my viewing. They for me, but I'm gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm using them for y'all, okay? So with that being said, I have some cards here in y'all's elaboration cards that also tie to this element of chaos. Y'all have been surrounded in a frequency of excessive chaos to the point where it has been normalized, to the point where y'all may get caught up in comparisons, whereas y'all may accept a lot of things based on them being better in comparison, as opposed to them being great, period, as opposed to them being the best, period. And so y'all's higher self is wanting to come out of that, and spirit is helping and allowing circumstances to help y'all break yourselves out of that. So y'all may notice Some of you may be dealing with vehicular issues, like one thing after another happening to your car, one thing after another happening when it comes to getting a ride somewhere or transportation, random flats, random lights going off on your dashboard or whatever, let you know, check maintenance needed, check engine, all that type of stuff. Just little random stuff that's probably happening one after another with your vehiculars. Those are signs of, one, that your root chakra needs some healing and needs some attention. And also Spirit is saying that these are signs of certain things that they've been allowing for the sake to push you to action and to push you to want the best, period, and not just things that are better in comparison to others. And I'm hearing too that is tying very closely to some healing of y'all's solar plexus chakra. And I just did a solar plexus pick a card series. There's a playlist for that as well. I may leave it in the description box of this video and in the comment section of this video, because many of you may resonate with going over there and picking one of the groups from that video too, to get some further clarification on how this resonates with you. All of you may go over there and view the solar plexus section, but it did just channel through that there are certain specific people that would really benefit from a certain specific group of the solar plexus chakra series that I created. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, attracting a lot of people who like to keep up shit. Some of you, or many of you, may have a consistency, and it may be picking up or have been picking up over the course of recent times, dealing with people who just go out of their way to create drama, just drama kings and queens for no good reason. And it could be them having a breakdown or starting mess, ready to fight, all of this and that over something this big. And you over there conquering demons of Timbuktu and goddamn slaying dragons. You look over and see somebody crying over spilled milk, literally. Or somebody want to fight you over they shirt blue and they wish they could have worn a pink one instead. So that's a part of it as well. Spirit is saying that they have been allowing you to have these types of instances so that you can get so fucking burnt out on it that you either confront it and, attack it healthily so that it removes itself, or they remove themselves, and or for you to remove yourself unto the best that is for you, period. Okay. And so also we have some elaboration cards as well, but also that Ten of Cups card being present, period, ties into this. So outside of it coming out in reverse and having the reversed meaning, the fact that the Ten of Cups came out for y'all at all goes to show y'all's potential and what is in the stars in alignment for y'all. Y'all are just needing to catch up to it. Y'all are needing to elevate yourselves up to the frequency of it. You're needing to get on its level, such as many of y'all have some marriage proposals and things on the horizons, okay? Many of y'all have some really good soul families, some really good, generous, willing and able, sufficient, resourceful soul families, soul villages coming through for y'all. But y'all are needing to really get more protective of yourselves when it comes to who y'all letting in and out of y'all gates. Y'all need to gatekeep yourselves more. Y'all need to gatekeep yourselves more, and y'all need to be more verbally honest about how y'all think and feel about certain people, because that is a part of protecting yourself as well. So, in a nutshell, y'all's relationship with y'all's root chakra has to do with y'all feeling some sort of shame surrounding protecting yourselves. And that causes a lot of excessive chaos around y'all, and y'all get so burnt out and worn out and desensitized from it that it keeps you in this function. It has kept y'all in this functionality of just grasping on to whatever is better in comparison, as opposed to what's best for you, period. And so that's all I have for now, because this particular pick a card is an intro to a deeper and it's an intro to another pick a card for the root chakra. And the next pick a card for the root chakra, I will be focusing on, more so what to do about the things that were mentioned in this video. And then, spirit, my divine realm tends to be very spontaneous and creative. So that's why I don't want to say, I don't want to give too many adjectives on how that video is going to be and what content and things could come out from it. But my goal specifically on the next installment of this particular root chakra pick a card series is to get into what to do to heal your relationship and better your relationship, maintain that as well with your root chakra in order to improve your frequency of receiving. So yes, don't fret if you feel like you still got a couple of questions about things that came out of here, like, oh, what now? Don't fret, it's coming. Okay, this just an appetizer to get y'all started, and I hope it got y'all started. All right, okay? And with all that being said, child, if I do say so myself, honey, I have milked this cow dry, and I'm fairly appreciative for the exchange of vibes. And if you're feeling synchronized, please do me a divine design and like, share, and subscribe so that you can be one of the first to be back through these queenly quotes for the next time. And be sure to bless that comment section with your questions and conversations. And as always, I bid you in all ways light, love, healing, and liberation. Emphasis on liberation. Mwah.